Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and welcome. It's Nurse Richard, the Wax Wizard. Thanks for joining me. There's two really one interesting ear. The first ear here is quite normal. There's nothing weird or wonderful about this, other than it's got a lot of skin and wax in it. And this is the first ear of a patient who came to me with the problem, more so in the second ear. And I think she's had a nasty infection in it as well. And so you're going to see that after this. Now this is relatively straightforward to clear this, and then you're going to see me having a battle with this gooey, greeny, yellowy blob in the second ear, which is quite unpleasant, and it's really frustrating as well. So those of you who, like me, who can sense when they're watching the videos that I'm getting really frustrated with this bit, you're probably going to enjoy that, because it was really frustrating, the last bit anyway. So stay tuned for that. But as you can see, managed to get the first area out there, and it's not too difficult. This canal looks okay. Just a little bit of peeling of skin to get away the very last few remnants of this, which I think came away relatively easily. I think from the looks of it, I think she had oiled it a bit as well, which always makes it a little bit easier. Now, it's not always necessary to peel this last little layer of skin just in front of the eardrum. If it comes away easily, then great. If not, really doesn't matter. But I'm just trying to lift it from the side there. I'm going to try and get that bit at the top there first. I'm clearly doing that while I'm thinking about what I'm going to do to get this one out. I can see what I was doing there, trying to grab it from a bit higher up and then work my way down, and then try and get more of it in the tube and then pull it upwards, and I think it'll just pop up into the tube any second now. There we go. Can't leave that little bit behind there as well, can we? There we go, that's more than enough. A lovely looking eardrum there. Nice healthy ear canal. Now this is the one that isn't very healthy. As you can probably see, there's a bit of a colour to this. There was no odour to it. The only problem she had was that she could not hear a thing out of this, unsurprisingly. And yeah, it's got this yellowy greenish tinge to it, which can often indicate that there has been or currently is an infection in this ear, which I strongly suspect, although when I removed it, the canal didn't look too bad. It may have been a body was fighting to get rid of the infection by itself, and had almost done the job completely, because the body can fight infections by itself. It does also kind of explain the colour that you can get in these things, or not always, but the greenish yellowy tinge you can get. It can be a few reasons for that. There's an I'm going to have to think back to me lectures here now. This is going back some. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I believe that the greenish yellowy tinge you can get when there's a suspected infection is down to an enzyme that you find in some white blood cells. Is it myeloperoxidase, possibly? That's got this pigment in it that can make things appear a bit greeny yellowy. Another type of infection can also cause that, which is Pseudomonas, and you don't want Pseudomonas in your ear. It's very nasty. Can turn into Pseudus aeruginosa, which can be give you all kinds of trouble if you don't diagnose and treat that properly. But I don't think that's what this is, because the ear didn't look too bad after we got this all out. But I think it would be to err on the side of caution and treat it as if there is still some minor infection in there afterwards with a spray that I've asked a GP to prescribe. But here's where it gets really frustrating, because we've got rid of the main blockage, and so she could hear again, but it's kind of left these shards of dried on waxen skin at the roof of the ear canal and in the top right there, going up to the attic region, which is the most difficult area to get into, because obviously coming from above and you've obviously got the you've got the ear in the way. It's kind of tucked up in a corner, and to get a straight tool into that is really difficult. And you've not really got much wiggle room either when you do get hold of these things. So I'm not overly concerned about the bits at the roof and at the left, but the bits in the top right here that you can see in the attic region, I rather would get that, and that's why I spent quite a long time, as you'll see coming up, trying to get that bit, because it's just covering. There's a bone, well, there's 3 bones obviously behind the eardrum, and the area there is the handle of the malleus, and when that touches up against the eardrum, you can create a little pocket. A lot of you regulars will know where I'm already going with this. It will create a little depression, a soft part of the eardrum, and if stuff's sitting in there, it can grow and form middle ear cholesteatomas. That's really rare, but that's the reason why I would always prefer, if possible and if safe, to clear the area that I'm just trying to get to now, so nothing falls into that pocket. But this thing is really, really stuck. Excuse me. Because you can see the eardrum flexing, can't you? As I'm trying to pull that. And there's just no room to wiggle things from side to side. So I'm holding it on it, hoping that the pressure does increase in the tube. And then I'm hoping that will peel off. Now, it didn't. So what I've done at this point, I've put a little bit of oil in there, and I'm getting the other section here, more so just to buy myself a bit of thinking time about how I'm going to approach this bit in the top right, because as I said, I'm not too concerned about this bit in the bottom left here. It's not terribly significant, not to a hearing. Nice when it comes, but there will be a few bits left in this ear. For those of you who get a bit annoyed about that, you might want to go and watch another video. But that's not real life. Sometimes you have to weigh up the risks versus the benefit of doing anything in anyone's ear. And sometimes those risks outweigh the benefits. For me anyway, that's a decision you make anytime you do any procedure, be it a medical procedure or anything. You have to think, is this worth doing this for what you could potentially get out of it? So those bits on the left of the eardrum, no. The answer is definitely not for them. So I'm going to try and adopt another approach here, which is to try and peel it from the left to the right. Because to get that darker section there, like I said, it's tucked away in that top corner, so you've not really got much wiggle room. So I'm trying to see if peeling it down from the top will then start peeling the bit that I really want. But it's fiddly. It's really fiddly. And it's an extremely sensitive part of the ear. So it's frustrating. What can I tell you? But it is what it is. Sometimes you've just got to put up with these. It is what it is. So as you can see, it has peeled slightly to the right, but the problem it looks like I'm just moving backwards and forwards now. And yes, I am, but what I'm trying to do is bunch more of it up into the tube so then I can pull it. So but when I pull it, you can see if more of it is bunched up, and it's not really doing that at the moment. And I can't, well, I'm peeling this from the left to the right. You can't peel any more to the right because the canal wall is there, and you don't want to bump into that. So I'm just trying to see if I can go forward, bunch more of it in, and then pull it. But with this thin, crispy stuff, it's really difficult to do that because it doesn't block up the whole. What you want to do here is block up the whole tube, and when you block up the whole tube, the suction power increases. So I'm just going to try and go straight at it here again, and you will see little bits peeling away from the eardrum as well. And it does get your heart racing a little bit when you start doing stuff like this, because again, you can see everything flexing, can't you? And I have already put some oil in to minimise any discomfort as this is being peeled away. And the patient felt nothing throughout this procedure. You can see it peeling slowly, can't you? And I'm thinking, I'm in business here. And then, it just kind of retracted back into place. So I'm going to try a bit more from the left-hand side and peel across. And look, you can see that peeling off the eardrum, can't you? Yeah, it is dangerous business, this, let me tell you. Anyone who thinks that what we do is easy, it really isn't. So I've bunched that into the tube, so I've got more of an occlusion, more of a blockage in the tube, so the power will be increasing. You won't be able to hear that too much. And I'm really being ever so gentle, because as I said before, I can't pull much to the right hand side because there's no room to do that. So it's very, very tiny little movements to try and latch onto it. Gave up. So again, I'm going to try another approach here. Try and peel a bit more from the sides and see if I can bunch more up in the tube to make more of a blockage in the tube to get more an increased power. That doesn't seem to be doing it as well, does it? Hope you've enjoyed this anyway. If you have, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel. Speaking of subscribe, I haven't forgot to do subscriber of the day. I did get some ready. Bear with me a second. Right, today's subscriber of the day is Pamela A. Bettis. Thank you very much for your messages, Pamela. I really appreciate you supporting the channel. And you are today's subscriber of the day, so thank you very much. So as you can see, it finally pulled out of that attic region there. So I'm going to have one little go just to see if these little mushy bits come from in this recess, but little bits came. But at this point, I'm thinking, quit while you're ahead. Do you know what I mean? Don't push your luck, sunshine, because the patient could hear again now, and I've removed it from the bit that I was concerned about, and that's always the main thing here. So and furthermore, the spray that I'm going to ask the doctor to prescribe just to get on top of any possible previous or current infection will clear up all those other little loose bits anyway. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. But for now, take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da.